Where's the countdown this time?
Hmm.
Hmm. Well, maybe I wasn't paying attention. This is WTSS, What the Stars Say, here to bring you the astrological forecast for the week ahead. Join us, Kita and Pam, as we look to the skies and divine the spiritual climate. This week, newscasters of the earthly realm have been diving into the Epstein files and reporting what they found to the public. The UN Human Rights Council has gone so far as to say that the crimes detailed in email correspondence could be classified as crimes against humanity, pointing toward a global criminal enterprise. What lessons should we take from this horrible tragedy? Swiss commentator Stefan Renna is facing calls for removal from his job for commentary questioning the legitimacy of Israel's participation in the Olympics, which spans the duration of Israel's bobsled run. Can we guess his sign? Rest in paradise to Reverend Jesse Jackson and to Pamela Newman the First. Thank you so much to our ancestors who conceived of a better world for us before we even existed. Let us improve what we've inherited before we pass it down. And as always, we will end things with a
I am
collective breathing.
great.
How are
I
you
am
today,
so
Pam?
glad that we are getting WTSS in. How are you, Peter?
Hey, we're doing this
For real. For
against
real.
all odds.
We're being consistent. We're doing the thing. Me
Yes,
too.
that's it. And I'm so proud of us. And that's what
How are
it
you feeling today?
is. Well, I had a pretty good day. I cleaned. I enjoyed my clean bedroom. I went to an internet cafe for the first time, and we lived and we learned. We might try
Okay.
again. And that's all I have to say about that. It was disappointing, but it's also, is it
Not
Mercury
quite.
retrograde
Actually,
yet
I
or not?
just pulled up the chart for Mercury retrograde if you'd like to hear about it. So Mercury will
Yeah.
station retrograde this Thursday, February 26th, Eastern time. That's going to happen at 1:48
Mm.
a.m. So the middle of the night, Mercury is going to creep, and then say, "Oh, wait, I'm
Mm.
leaning back." um, so Mercury is stationing retrograde at 22 degrees Pisces, right? Mercury's in Pisces right now. And
Mm.
Mercury
Mm-mm.
doesn't do
No.
so well in Pisces. It's not Mercury's favorite place to be. However, I want to address something real quick on Threads. I saw this person who had a natal Mercury in Pisces, and they were like, I'm not here for the Mercury and Pisces slander from the astrologers who are like, Mercury is in its fall in Pisces.
Mm-hmm.
Mercury is going to be in fall in Pisces no matter how the astrologers feel about it. That's not what it's about. Every planet has a place where they do well and a place where they do not so well. I'm an Aquarius sun, so is Kita. We shared
Mm-hmm.
the same birthday,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, and the sun is in its fall in Aquarius, right? Like it doesn't do well there. It's winter time, right? Um, and Aquarius is opposite Leo. So,
Mm.
does that mean that we are naturally having a hard time at life? That's
Oh.
not what that means. Does it mean that the sun is unable to express itself there? No, that's not what it
Mm.
means. What it means is that it's not the sun's favorite place to be, right? Pisces is not Mercury's favorite
Mm-hmm.
place to be. However, people who have
Mm-hmm.
this position natally are usually excellent poets, very creative, maybe sensitive about their words, which I think was an impetus for that
Mm.
person to say, well, why y'all coming for my placement? Nobody's coming for your
Mm-hmm.
placement. Nobody's coming for your placement.
Yeah. I don't even I don't care if people come for any of my
The
shit. I'm like,
one.
oh,
That's the one.
come for it. Take it. Take it. See if you can take it. But I have my Venus in Pisces though. So I think I'm just gonna continue being heartbroken, except on
Hmm.
steroids, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I wish I could give you a hug.
Yeah. I'm all
I'm
right. I'll
glad.
be all right.
Um,
I'm like this heartbreak. I like loved this opportunity to experience the love that I experienced, and I wouldn't take it back. If this is
hmm,
the price I pay,
yeah,
that's
love is a
cool
hell
with
of a drug, and the come down
me.
from said drug is pretty rough, like every time.
This has been my easiest breakup. Well, besides my ex, which was like a fantastic breakup, but the feelings didn't run as deep. So I think, I think, as far as breakups go,
I think you're handling it well, honestly.
you know, I'm eating my food. I'm crying my tears. Yeah, and I'm living my life. Like I'm not like neglecting anything. I'm just like it's like
Hmm.
all happening, you know, in
I like
tandem.
that for you too.
And I like that for me. But this Mercury retrograde already has me effed up. And I shouldn't have gone to the internet cafe because I know, I
Hmm.
know nothing's about to work.
True. True. Yeah, internet cafe is gonna be rough. Internet general is gonna be rough. This I'm so sensitive to Mercury retrograde, and I think it has to do with my anoretic Mercury. I have Mercury at 29 degrees, which means like it's like at the end of the sign, it's like real and a really intense Mercury, Um, which like in
Mm,
in a lot of ways is helpful. Yeah,
really?
if you have like a planet at 29 degrees, some astrologers, myself included, um, put this title to it called the Anoretic degree, which some people interpret as it being the culmination of the sign, right? It's passed through the entire sign and it's like mature. The planet is mature in that sign. Um, Other people like, say that
Mm,
it means that there's a crisis about that planet. I interpret it as masculine. Um, every position
mm,
has good and bad to it, right? Um,
mm-hmm.
I feel like my 29-degree Mercury gives me the skills of like a master communicator, but also like sometimes I get so I overanalyze. I overanalyze. Um, so, I have some social anxiety.
Mm. Analyzing's so much
Yeah.
fun. That's the trap.
Yeah, I'd be in it.
Oh yeah?
Um and like having this placement, I think is why I'm so susceptible to getting caught up in that Mercury retrograde trap because I'm used to Mercury like just really just making it easy so I don't have to put a lot of effort into my Mercury processes. And then when Mercury is going backwards, I'm like, this is no longer easy. What the
Hmm.
what the fuck?
Ooh.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. Uh, For me, every time I have to, I can't talk too much about it. It, it like, I get the classic Mercury retrograde. Like, communication, technology, classic. Like all of that. I don't want to even talk about it right now. I'm like hesitating to talk about it because like what I like to do during Mercury retrograde is to just like treat it like a rainstorm. Like, okay, it's raining. It's raining.
Yeah,
I don't want to be like, how could this get any worse? I don't want to complain, right? I don't want to do any of that because it can always
that's
get worse.
also
And
true.
so,
My
but
my
yeah.
advice as an astrologer for Mercury retrograde, and this one, you know, there's going to be so many new things continuing to happen
Mm,
astrologically, and I feel like, you know, a retrograde is when the universe is telling us to slow down. You know, no matter what the planet is, whether it's Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter,
mm,
the outer planets, whatever. It's a time to reflect. Just like think of all the
mm,
re words, you know, reflect, recharge, um, reorganize, you know, like do all the things where you're being reflective. Um, and like think about, you know, what have you been doing and what do you want to
mm,
improve? Like, I love to share that Mercury retrograde's a really great time to
mm,
um start therapy if you're not already in therapy. Um, because Mercury retrograde supports you in the process of talking about
mm,
the past, like processing mentally the past, journaling about the past. Like that's why people be
mm,
calling their exes when Mercury retrograde comes, because you're thinking about the past and
mm.
you're like, I wonder what they're up to. You don't have to do that, humans.
Oh,
Like
wow.
Venus retrograde, everybody's calling their exes. Exes are calling you. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I don't, I
yeah,
don't,
me either.
I don't like typically hit up my exes. Whenever I see people doing that, I'm
Bold
like, oh,
choice.
I, I just,
Yeah.
it's
Period.
a reason why we exes, babe.
I recently
Mm.
I had a dream about an ex. I've had dreams about a couple exes. One of them, I yeah.
Oh, that's some
Well,
Mercury
this
retrograde
happened
shit
like
too.
a while ago. I don't know what it was about, but I had a dream, and they're both Pisces people. And when a Pisces shows up
Word.
in my dream, other than my mother, I'm like, okay, you want to communicate with me. So like, what's it? Like,
You trying to talk to me?
it's such a
Get
Piscean
the
thing.
fuck out of my
I have a
dream.
friend who's a Pisces rising, and she had a dream about me and she got mad at me for what happened in the dream. such such Pisces behavior. Like I'm a living waking person.
Wait, you
She
had a
had a dream
wait.
about me.
She had a dream about
She
you
wasn't
and
really
got mad
mad.
at
She
you
was
in real
playing,
life.
but like in the moment and waking up from the
Mm.
dream, she was like, damn, the fuck? But like
Word. Wow, you had me. Yeah.
Pisces behavior. But yeah, Mercury retrograde's coming. Be reflective. Don't buy any new electronics. People say don't sign contracts. I say don't sign contracts that you don't already have in process. Or don't sign contracts. Don't like get a new idea and then sign a contract. If you get a new
Oh.
idea during my Mercury retrograde, wait until the retrograde is over to sign the
Mm.
contract. If it's something that you've had in process for a while,
Oh.
or especially something that you've been putting off, if it's something you've been putting
Okay.
off, do it in Mercury retrograde. You'll be fine. Mercury retrograde is a great time to finish shit that you've
Really?
been should I do it?
'Cause
I don't know, and you've really been like thinking about it, and you've already got like a couple weird wheels in progress. I think starting things like that and Mercury retrograde are fine, but don't like if it has
Mhm.
anything to do with technology, like try to put it off.
Okay. Because, like, when I think about signing contracts, I was thinking about doing
Mm-hmm.
what that I'm not about to say it out loud that I want to do,
But that's the thing
like
you've been talking about
maybe
for months.
2 weeks into moving here. Okay, all right. Because I just feel like even at the internet cafe today, I was like, you want to know who could do this better?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, if it has to do with technology, does that include like um automobiles
If you're
or
getting like I wouldn't get a new car right now.
like don't
I wouldn't. No, no new cars.
word?
Like if you have to, like you have to, right? But like you're gonna have problems with that car. You're gonna have problems with any
Hmm.
like device or machine. Like it's not just like technology with a circuit board. It's just like if it's got gears, if it's got pieces that have to talk to each
Hmm.
other in order for it to work, and you get a new one during Mercury retrograde, that shit is gonna be
Hmm.
whack.
Hmm.
My professional advice. It's a no for me. It's a no
Good
for
to
me.
know.
Yeah.
Thank you, astrologer Pam.
What else is
What
going on
else
in the
is
sky?
going on in the
Last week we
sky?
had the eclipse. Also, I didn't talk about this last week, but Neptune and Saturn had their conjunction, um, which only happens like every 30 years or so.
Mm.
Um, but this one was particularly notable because one, it happened at 0 degrees Aries, right? Which like is like literally like the beginning of the zodiac. Like it's
Mm.
giving new beginnings, right? Um and it's giving birth. It's
It's
a
giving
whole
birth.
new
Yes.
world. So they made their conjunction in Aries, and the last time that those two planets made a conjunction in Aries was like the 1700s. Like, Haitian Revolution, not Civil
The
War,
feudalism.
Revolutionary War, and the French, cutting
Hmm.
heads off.
Wow, I
Hmm.
said feudalism. That's the end of
Oh
feudalism.
yeah,
I was thinking
yeah. I
about
mean,
the birth of
essentially,
capitalism when feudalism switched to
like,
capitalism.
great
Yeah.
idea, guys. That's not gonna suck at all.
Oh my God,
What?
Pam. It's I saw this TikTok, this really out of touch TikTok by a young person. So like I don't want to be like that because we all had out of touch ideas when we were that age. But they were like, there's this apparently people on the internet are talking about low income Instagram,
Okay.
and I still don't know what the hell that means. But it's like posting very relatable content, and it's like, how come people of the same tax bracket like post the same kinds of social media content. And I'm like, what are you talking? What is this? And it's like, I know y'all care about the world. I know y'all care about society. Let go. Let go
Mm-hmm.
of like classism. Let it go. I don't
Mm-hmm.
quit trying to be
Mm-hmm.
rich. Stop. Let it go. God, quit trying to separate yourself from poor people. Quit trying to not be poor. Bitch, most of us, we're all plebes. We're all plebes. It's like
Mm-hmm.
1% of the world that isn't a plebe.
Mm-hmm. And
Chill.
like, you know, I don't know how I feel about like the concept of pick me, but like in regards to idolizing rich people, I feel like pick me definitely applies. Like and
Oh.
what's really strange about it is that like they're not ever going to pick you. Ever going to pick you. And the reality is that we're seeing with like, oh, this is a great segue, is like with the Epstein files, right? You don't want to be picked by them. Do you
Mm,
want to hang out with those? I don't want to hang out with those fucking people.
mm-hmm.
I don't want them in my life, right? I don't want to become friends with that kind of a human being. I don't want that kind of
They're
person near my
depraved.
child. You know what I mean? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
And people are talking about insecure attachment and people pleasing and da 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 da. It's like a lot of y'all don't have the wherewithal if you were faced with somebody like that to say no. A lot of y'all don't know how to
Yeah.
not fit in. So if this weird ass motherfucker comes up to you and is like, hey, in order to fit in here, you gotta come to my island, your ass is gonna say yes, even if you
Mhm.
don't want to, because you're not in therapy. You're just on social media talking about being a people pleaser. Like I'm like
Right.
people not
Oh my
thinking
god,
ahead.
Kita. I watched this, I
That makes me want to put on
I
lip
watched
gloss.
this
Yeah.
this lip gloss is cool. It changes color. Um but I watched this movie cuz somebody brought it up in a
Ooh.
conversation about the Epstein files. And it's a movie that I'd seen talked about before. Um and it's like trigger warning, right? Like it's a trigger warning kind of movie. I'm
Hmm.
not going to talk about the trigger warning-ish parts, but like um people don't have the wherewithal, right? Like if you're, in the movie, the main character, a black woman, is a server, right, for banquets,
Hmm.
which is a shitty job, and I've had that job before. They work the hell out of you. Um,
Hmm.
and she earlier in the movie, she's like looking through her phone and she's like low key obsessed with this rich guy and he's at the party. And so she gets ball gowns for her and her friend and they like pretend like they're at,
Hmm.
they were invited. And so like she gets to talk to
So they were like going back and forth
Oh, they go to
between
work, they're wearing
working
their work
and
clothes,
like
and then at the
pretending to be at
party
the
they
party.
change their outfits and then they just start to mingle. They don't go back to work. Yeah, I was like,
On company
yeah,
time. I
fuck
love that.
my job.
Hmm.
And she starts
Hmm.
flirting with the rich guy, and
Hmm.
the rich guy is
Hmm.
into her, and they have a good time, and he ends up inviting her out to the island. He's like, "Do y'all want to come with us?" And she's like, "Yes." Right? And like they get to the island, they take their phones. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
and they're young, like at 24, I probably would have did that too. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, I'm about to make some friends. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
genuinely. Genuinely.
I'm about to hang out with
Yeah,
these
and
rich
yeah, I'm
people.
gonna
They're
give
about
you my
to
phone. Like,
do
let's go
rich
have
people
some
shit.
fun, like let's party.
I don't know if I would have done that.
Smart.
I don't know. It's almost like you can't have your
Yeah.
phone.
But
That like
like
raises alarm
they
bells.
take your phones and you're already on the island and they've flown you here. So now what are you gonna do? Do you like are you strong enough
Mm,
to say I need to go home?
yeah, you're
Like get
already
me
on
back on that
the
airplane right now.
fine. Yeah, I'm
And
like,
it's
no. And
I'm
then
gonna
what
stay
am I
right
gonna
here.
do?
Like
Yeah.
I
No, we're not putting
definitely
you on
wouldn't
the airplane.
have
You have to stay. Oh,
they would have
okay.
got me. I would have been got. I would be dinner. You know what I mean? Like they would have feasted on
Would've got
my naivete. Is that the word?
Is that what happened?
Like now, hell no. Hell no, I'm not going to you to some
Mm-hmm.
place that I don't know. You know? No.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when rich
Especially
people, they're
now, any
crazy.
human that has been paying attention. No, you should not get on an airplane with strangers. They're gonna like yeah,
To go to an
no.
island.
A private island? Mm-mm.
They're gonna eat
And I
you.
don't have my own ticket back home.
I did it. Well, see, here's the thing. Like, rich people, when they're not trying to exploit you, are a lot of fun. Because they'll just like, oh, it doesn't, if the
Mm-hmm.
barrier is money, they just have that covered. And they have a very interesting culture. Like, when I dated Nate, his parents had some friends in New York City who were like, come celebrate New Year's with us and we'll make you a lobster dinner. And so that happened like 5 days before the new year. And they were like, okay, Nate, you take the Jeep. And
Wow.
so me and Carla went with it, like bring some friends and then
Wow.
you can come
That's
have,
so
yeah,
cool.
lobster dinner with us. That was my first time eating I know. Yeah. You can stay in our
Oh my
penthouse. We're
God.
gonna stay at our friend's house.
Ballin'.
And, and Nate that night took me up to the roof to see the
Mm-hmm.
fireworks. And I'm just like, what is my life? And they they did that
Right.
shit like it was a
You're
normal
like
fucking week. And I'm like, what? There was a lot of
amazing.
and just the schools that I went to and the experiences I had. I've been around rich people and like if you're friends with them, they really will
That's
just
so
like
cool.
pay your way.
As they should. Shit.
Yeah. And yeah, as they should. Until they don't really give a fuck about other people because they'd rather just be rich.
Barf.
Hmm. If the barrier is empathy,
Yeah,
they
you
don't they
can't
they can't pay their
purchase
way through that.
the ability to learn empathy. Like you can grow your empathy,
You have to
but
practice.
if you've never
Rich
exercised that
people.
muscle, it's really difficult to learn that behavior. And I think that's especially true for white people. Especially like I feel like rich black people
Yeah, we are on the same
who
page.
are completely, you know what I mean? People who've like a couple of generations into wealth. And I've met black people who are like several generations that like have had money since
Mm,
slavery, right? That kind of rich black person. And those
yeah,
kind of rich black
yeah,
people, I feel like
yeah,
they are out of touch, but they have access to empathy in a very human way, you know?
yeah,
Um
yeah.
I don't I definitely cannot
Hmm.
say the same thing
Hmm.
for I haven't really gotten close to any white people who have been rich.
Even middle class, poor white people.
You know, like I whiteness already is an active delusion in order to function, right? And not be in psychosis all the
Hmm.
time, like from knowing the history of what your people have done. And if you have money, how can you possibly not be in a state of delusion, particularly in the United States? Because if you have generational
Mm,
wealth in the United States, people definitely
mm,
died. People were definitely enslaved. Like
hmm.
that's not even a question. Regardless what kind of business your people were into, like there was some dehumanization in the process of earning that money.
Yeah.
Earning, right? Because, like,
It- just the simple fact that a lot of people are doing the work for you and they're not getting th- the majority of the payout, that in its
right?
own is a on its own is a lack of empathy. Like, how dare you just like let people labor and toil over this thing and you say, I get more money because I had the idea. That doesn't make any sense.
That makes me think of my dream, Keita. my my cookie
Oh my
my
God.
cookie sweatshop
That was a
dream.
crazy dream.
And I was like, wait, what? Are y'all what
Mm-hmm.
why are children being I had this dream. Let me contextualize it. I had this dream that I like woke up in someone else's body, and like I'd been like that person had been asleep for years, and I finally woke up in that person, and they're in this warehouse where children are making cookies. They're like the Keebler elves, but like they're human beings and they're all kids. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why are these children working? And my instinct was to like figure out what was going on so that I could get the kids out, like I don't really understand why this is happening, but it has to stop, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Um like is this your
Kids
are y'all
doing
playing? You know?
it.
And they
Why y'all
they were
got these
like
kids?
I had the sense that they were my children, but like they were all different races. I don't know. Maybe it's like about the earth, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like you felt like
Yeah.
responsibility
I
over
don't
those
know.
kids. You had like a like a people power dream. Because when I was listening to your voice note, I was like, I had the same thought. I'm like, and when you were like, it was like dozens of kids, and they're from everywhere. I was like, oh my God, like she's having like some kind of
Liberate the
justice dream.
children. How to like oh my gosh, what does this transition look like? I don't want y'all if y'all are earning this money so that you can live or so that your families can live, like we have to like make a plan. I can't just like fire you. You know?
Mm, mm. Yeah, that's true too. There's kids in the world whose youths are being wasted to make money for like
How
Jeff
dare
Bezos.
you?
Like, how
They
dare
should be
you do that
playing
to their
kicking
freaking
balls,
childhoods? How dare you
jumping
do that?
rope, you
They should
know.
be playing and getting on our nerves and shit. Like,
Free all the people. Free all the people. Free
oh,
them. Everybody
Oh,
should be having fun.
free
Babies.
these babies. It ain't no reason why. The
Like
babies.
the
They're babies.
God.
They're just babies.
Anyway, shit's fucked up and it has to stop. Oh, that's a lot of what I was
Hmm.
doing. It is a crime against humanity.
It
It
is a
is a
crime
crime
against
against humanity.
humanity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even
Hmm.
if it's just one kid,
Hmm.
you know, crime against humanity.
Mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. Hey, that kid could literally change the world. And we're, instead of fostering that part of them, we're like making them do something routine, tedious, and unnecessary that's destroying the world
Mm-hmm.
to make some old white guy some fucking money. Crime against humanity. No one even needs to touch that kid. But but let's be clear. It's people who are putting their
Mm-hmm.
hands on children and putting them into terrible situations. Usually profit is involved, but even when it's not, they're just doing it because they want to and they can get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a crime against humanity as
And
well.
like, it's frustrating because when I read the headline that the UN was saying, yeah, okay, this collective, um, what they're doing and
Mm.
the level at that they're doing it at, and the number of humans who they are harming. This is a crime against humanity. And I was like, yeah, that's great language. I love that. But the fucking UN doesn't. They're not a action body.
Hmm.
We see it, we've observed it, and now we're going to release a statement. We have ideas and we'd love to share
We
them
have
with you guys.
ideas.
Like,
Yeah.
no, that's
Like,
right. Like,
this
what are y'all
is
gonna do
bad.
about it? And that really makes me wonder, like, what does it look like? I'm just thinking about France. Like France is about that action. That like they're gonna do some shit. You know what I mean? They're gonna, drop some shit on their parliament. Like literal shit. And and
Hmm. They gonna drop some on that parliament. I tell you fucking what.
period. Period.
I'm
And
getting
what does it look
dropped.
like for, organizers around the world to gather together and decide what the consequences need to be? You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely outrage online. People are disgusted. People are frustrated. People want action. People like want the president impeached, taken out of office. Aside from like all the things that he's enacting that are making people's lives far more difficult, and just like are also crimes against fucking humanity. Um,
Mhm.
in your private life, you're a piece of shit too. So like,
Yeah, he's just an actor.
period.
He's just an
So I feel like the people, and I'm not organizing anything. I am retired.
Mm-mm.
I'm
That's
moving
why I
back.
feel like I
I
probably can't.
I feel like a war
I'm
veteran.
retired too.
That shit is I got organizing PTSD. I'm not doing it anymore.
You earn your stripes. You earn your stripes. Pam Pam taught me how to be an organizer, you guys. But then I left the country and then I came back and
Yeah. And I just feel like it's a lot.
organizing PTSD is so real because these
They
nonprofits act
like
like businesses.
a nonprofit is never going to change the world. They are designed to not change the world, right? Because You know,
Hmm.
Kita and I have both observed a nonprofit that was actually
Hmm.
making lasting and sustainable change, and high key still is. Um,
Yes.
and it lost funding, right? Because it was actually making
Yeah.
change and making difference in people's lives and improving conditions for Black and brown people. So, you know,
Hmm. And Angela Davis, when she came to the Unity dinner, she spoke about that. She's like, I was I was in a nonprofit like this before in this city, in this city, in this city, in this city. And I'm so happy that she told me that because I was devastated when that nonprofit lost funding and closed down. Because it really was like I was working with different nonprofits throughout my college career, and like that was the only one that, like you said, was making actual, real, like sustainable change,
mhm,
like that I could see with my own eyes and that I was a part of. And she was like, she was like, these nonprofits come and they go, but what we need to make sure happens is that we keep just make a new one,
mhm.
make a new one and do the same thing, make a new one, write the grants, get the funding, do the same thing. They close that down, make a new one. And I was like, first of all, she was already my fave before that, but like
Oh,
after that, I got to
cool.
see her in Spain too.
Angela Davis is awesome. It's awesome. And an Aquarius.
And then
An Aquarius. I
Aquarius,
think what is she? January. She's a January Aquarius.
24th or 25th. Yeah, she's a January
Yeah.
Aquarius. 24th or 25th,
Let's see. I'm
I think,
pulling
something
it
like
up.
that. It's like back then, is like I think the order of birthdays was like her,
Hmm.
Nate, Michael, and then us. I remember the January birthday.
Let's see if they got it in here. But oh yeah, it's in here. It's in here. January
Angela
26th.
Davis birth chart.
Oh, look at that chart.
It's
Aquarius. She's an
sick.
Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon.
And maybe
Look at her. An Aquarius North
shit.
Node.
That's a lot of Aquarius right now. That's why that's how she went to jail. She was like,
Hmm.
y'all, you gonna try to kill me?
She's a Taurus rising.
I swear to God. And then she went to jail, went vegan, started, real, oh my God. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Taurus rising.
Hmm.
She's so much about that life, very much
Super
so.
stubborn.
I can't believe I've never looked at her birth chart.
She's a Taurus
What's
rising.
her
She's
other
got
planet?
Uranus conjunct Mars in the first. Interesting. Lots of unusual circumstances in her life. I also
Hmm.
have Uranus in the first. That sucks. She's got Mars there too, so you know she's had some weird violence, like getting arrested for nothing. Like she's literally a nerd. They arrested her for
Going
being a
to
vocal
jail.
nerd.
Yeah.
Um, what?
Do you know she released a
What?
mixtape
Like she
too?
made music.
Where's that in her chart?
Oh, I see.
In her youth, when she was a freedom
I was
fighter,
like, what?
she she made a
She's out
mixtape.
here collab. I just imagined her collabing with like Lil Kim.
That'd be sick. I want, if Megan Thee Stallion would collaborate with Angela Davis, that would make my
Oh my
life.
god.
That's all I want.
Wow.
Aquarius for Aquarius. It's like, come on. Come on. January, February, Aquarius is coming together.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's. I don't think. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't I don't think
Yeah,
Angela Davis can rap. But Megan could rap
maybe.
over
I don't
Angela
know.
Davis'
Megan the Stallion's
speech.
a capitalist. I'm not. I don't have. I don't have high hopes. I don't have high
Yes,
hopes
she
for
is.
that
I
kind
don't
of
know if Angela Davis.
movement in her, but it's okay. It's okay. Not everybody's got that life. Um,
Word. No,
let's
not everybody
see.
about that life.
Oh yeah, she's older, so she's of the Pluto in Leo generation. Dang, she was born in 1944 and she's like still doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, she's
Wow, she's born in 44. Yay, and may
she's
she do it
approaching her
for plenty
Uranus
of years to come.
return. Oh wow, she's gonna make it to her Uranus return probably. Yeah, Uranus takes
Really?
84-ish years to travel around the sun. And her Uranus is at 4 degrees Gemini in retrograde. And Uranus is going to move into Gemini this spring, April.
Mm-hmm.
Uranus will be at 1 degree 1 degree or 0
Mm-hmm.
degree Gemini. April, I don't know, I think it's like April 24th or something like that. There's a big Aries stellium at the time. It's really kind of foreboding a little bit. Yeah.
Really? Aries needs to chill the fuck out. Like, I don't even fuck with Aries. Like, I didn't mean that, but like, I really don't. Like, my little sister Aries, and so I like, and there's like two people in my life who are Aries who I mess with. But we like, I don't eat like we like one of them, Cassie, and like we see it for each other from LiveJournal.
I don't know. Yeah.
Never mind. I'll talk to you about
Okay.
that later because you definitely know her, but I'm not about to. But like, but like, yeah, it's just like I mess with
Oh,
y'all,
Cassie. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
but we love each other from a
I did not
distance.
hear Cassie. I heard Cappy, and I was like, who the fuck is that?
I love me some Cassie.
Shout out Super Mario Odyssey.
My bad. That
There's
is
a
my
character
crush.
named Cappy.
And much love to all the people named Cappy. Yeah.
But you were saying about Aries energy.
Yeah, I don't even really be messing with Aries
I
for real.
I don't really. All of my placements are in the fall and the winter, so like I don't typically connect easily with people born in spring and summer. Um, there's a lot of oppositions there for me. And I
Mm,
just don't like, they just feel real young. You know, even when
hmm
I was a kid, they felt real young. Hmm.
Yeah, they feel kind
And I'm
of like
sure I felt
naive.
old and motherly
Yeah,
to them,
yeah.
even as a
Like
child.
my little sister, out of all the like siblings, is slaying the most, in my opinion. Like,
Hmm.
so she's not immature, you know what I mean? But the way that she talks about life, sometimes I'm like, why do you see it that way?
Hmm.
That's like a really childish
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. There's like, Aries is a cardinal sign, so they are
Hmm
good at getting things done. They're excellent leaders, like they see the vision, they go for it, and I like and respect that about
hmm
them.
hmm
But they are impulsive and they are, really they are aggressive,
hmm
which like it can be a bit much. But you know, like every zodiac sign and every zodiac placement, like I said earlier, has good and bad to them. But I personally do not seek out Aries energy. I find it you know, it's difficult for me to deal with. And I'm probably difficult for them to deal with too. If we're gonna be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Like I could see it. I could see the same. Yeah, yeah. All of my Aries relationships is like I love you, you love me from a distance. From a distance.
From a distance. But yeah, Angela
Mhm.
has a well balanced chart.
What's
She has a day
yeah.
chart. She was born in the daytime and the afternoon. Um, and the sun is like very close to the top of her chart, which you know is giving well known, it's giving renown, you know, right next to her North Node, you know.
Hmm.
Good for you, Angela. Good for you.
Hmm.
That's a South Node. My
Thank you,
Happy Black
Angela.
History
Happy
Month.
Black
Happy
History
Black History
Month.
Month.
Happy Black History Month. Thank you, Angela Davis, for
Oh
passing
yeah.
down all your cool shit to us. Appreciate it. You're my
Period.
favorite. What is Uranus return?
It
What
happens
does it
later in
mean when you go
life.
through Uranus return?
It's like a Saturn return, right? It's the planet returning to where it was in your chart, right?
Nuh-uh.
Um,
That's fucked up.
so yeah, Angela's gonna have her Saturn return in the next
Mm-hmm.
couple, probably next year. Next year, maybe? I don't know.
Mm.
No,
Wait,
just
she's
Uranus.
having
Just
Saturn
Uranus.
and Uranus at the same
Where's her
time?
Saturn? I just
Oh, that's
navigated
messed
away from it.
up. Oh,
Her
okay. My bad.
Saturn is in Gemini. No, she's not having. She ain't not having no Saturn return. It would take like 6 to 8 years, maybe. She could have
Okay,
a Saturn
okay.
return. Um, wow. Yeah, it's possible, but she will likely live to see her Uranus return. Which will be like, I guess next year is my assumption. Um, and it's like the culmination of your life, you know, and it's low key. So Uranus, right,
Aw.
represents like the unusual, um, the unexpected. It rules over things like electricity and technology. And you know, it's Aquarius's other ruler, right? I think
Yeah,
it's interesting
exactly. I was
that
wondering about that.
it takes 84 years for it to travel around the sun, and you know that 84 years is a long time. The average human doesn't live to see their 84th birthday, so it's actually unusual for most people to meet their Saturn return or their Uranus return, which is kind of interesting. Um, but yeah, it's a
Mm.
culmination event, really. You know, time to get really reflective about life. You know, what unique things have you brought to the table? You know, so maybe she'll write a new
Mm.
memoir or something like that if she's up to writing. You know.
Oh my God, please. Please, Angela Davis
Maybe she's
writes
working on it
novels.
right now and she'll be releasing it then.
I will read it. Oh
No, she's got a lot
my
to share.
God. Yeah, she been writing, but I would love her for her to be like 84 years. Here's 84 lessons I learned, and I'm Angela Davis, and
I
I'm
like
gonna
it.
pass it down to you. I would love that.
I like it. Oh, Dr. Davis.
Oh, Dr. Angela
Period.
Davis. Oh my God. Thank you. She's my fave.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Yeah.
been talking about her since,
You've been doing it, Liam.
right? Like everyone has their fave. I love me some Bell Hooks. I love me some Tony
Yeah.
Morrison, and Audre Lorde, but Angela Davis is my
I really
fave.
my favorite speaking of Black history, my favorite Black history book is is it Women Race Class? Is that what it's called? That one.
Yeah,
Race, Class, and Gender. I
race,
really
class, and
like
gender. Yeah,
I enjoyed that book
yeah.
mostly, I really enjoyed like the facts that she shared,
It could be.
but I really enjoyed the way that she wrote it
Oh.
because it was very snarky. It was like it felt like at times she felt like writing. Can you believe this bitch? Like the audacity of these motherfuckers. And I was like, I see you, Angela. I see you.
hmm
I love it when like
I love her. I love the way Bell Hooks writes too. Like, Bell Hooks should be my fave because she's Kentuckian
mhm,
and she's a teacher. But so is Angela Davis. Well, she's not Kentuckian, but she's a teacher too. But that is like the thing that distinguished the two from me too, because Angela Davis writes like she's
mhm.
like having a conversation with you in her living room. And that's so good. But she's like dropping facts at the
Yeah,
same time.
definitely.
Yeah.
Kita, do you think you can do a reading?
With that.
I can.
Do. Can you hear me? Okay, good.
Blue.
Blue or pink? Okay, I'm gonna read with
Ooh.
playing cards eventually. I'm still learning how to do that, but apparently that's the hoodoo way. I've done it a couple
Mm-hmm.
times, but it's just hard for me to remember what's what. Why? Why cards? Why are you sticking to each other? All right. The week ahead. February 21st through the 28th is what's going on for the people of the planet Earth. What do we have in common? How is the cosmos going to affect our lives? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, fun. I thought this was one card, but it was really two. Hmm. Cool with this. All right. Two of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords. The Lovers and the Five of Swords. Hmm. 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 I want to look at this. Two of Wands. When I see this two, it's always making a decision. It's like a fork in the road. And like if you know the story of like in tarot, each suit has a story, and the story is a journey through a lesson. So the ace starts off your journey, and as you progress through the suit, you get closer and closer to mastery. And you end with being the king. Okay? And when you get to this two, it's like a fork in the road. You get to decide how you're going to move forward. And if you are in a situation like that, you standing there for a while. Which way am I going to go? It seems like with this two of wands in reverse, we have made a decision where we're going to go. And we had decided that we care the most about well-being, which is great. If this were a two of coins, that would be shitty. If this were two of swords, it would be like doom. What is it called when people like try to convince you that something terrible is gonna happen?
Fear mongering.
Yes, fear mongering. It would be fear mongering. And if it were cups, that'd be cute socially. But with the wands, it's what is good for us and our enrichment and our betterment, and our health, right? Two of Cups would be cute too, but I'm really happy that it's a two of wands. We made the decision about how we're going to move forward. I think that people are not playing around. I think that people are not giving up. I, I think that people are tired of this shit. Uh, tired of what? What's going to happen this next week with the Six of Swords? So traditionally, the Six of Swords. Oh, it's I want to say it's a journey involving both. And we have the Five of Swords here later too. So it's like a regression. Ooh, you know what? I think I think that something's going to happen this week that if we start off the week skeptical, um our hearts are broken. Another person was killed by ice because ice was like
Mm,
chasing down someone in a car, and like that person crashed
mm.
into another person and killed her. Um, yeah, like they keep killing people because they're regular ass people who want to cause destruction.
Yeah.
These are the kind of people who are drawn to jobs like that. It's like like they see that the government is hiring. Oh, we're gonna give you a license to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Any kind of like sadistic motherfucker who wants to hurt and get away with it is going to see a job like that and say, I want to do that. It literally
Mhm.
draws people like that to the role. And so I think like and then like people are learning about how the media is um I'm sorry you guys, I'm sleepy. The media is like going out of the way to report the news like 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 when
Mm-hmm.
Israel got booed in their entrance to the Olympics, like some media outlets
Mm-hmm.
muted the boos, right? When that's like an act of resistance. And like there's Minneapolis is being put on
Yeah.
some kind of like media like blackout. Like people are seeing these things and and perhaps it's easy to get disheartened, but what I'm seeing is that people are refusing to be disheartened. It hurts. It hurts, but people are holding on. And I think that there's a lot of people too who are saying, hold on, do not, do not let this fear get ahead of you. Maintain hope and do whatever you can to get that real news out there and to follow the real news too. The lovers, I think this is the ultimate cup card. Earlier when I was saying if this were a two of cups, that'd be really cute socially, but it's really important for us to have this wand here, this like wand fork, where we're like, how do we want to move forward as a society? And I love that we have the lovers here instead of a cup
Mm-hmm.
because this is the real cup right here. Um, we have to forge a new relationship with each other
Mm-hmm.
that is based on respect, accountability, anything that involves love. Because that's what love is. Love isn't just something that you say to people, it is an action. And I think that we as a society are going to be moving closer and closer to love. And the interesting thing about us starting this week with the Six of Swords and ending it with a Five of Swords, um, it means that we are on the right path. We are in the same way that like each suit has a progression from ace to king, there's a regression from king to ace. We're going backwards. In the suit of swords, we are putting our swords down. We are stopping the fighting and we're getting closer and closer to love because we actually give a fuck about each other. It's not just about we're not afraid, like, just for ourselves. We don't like what is happening to the people around us because we care. And they try to steal that from us. They try to distract that from us, like to distance ourselves from our inner selves. But we actually give a fuck. It's a function of being a human being. And I I think that it's a six to a five. Hmm, maybe in like
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 weeks something really big is about to go down. But like, yeah, this Five of Swords is like, what are we supposed to do? I think that is like the confusion of someone who is wounded. It's really hard to love when you've been through so much pain
Yeah.
and confusion. It's really hard. Yeah, it's like really like we're all allowed to love each other and trust each other and take care of each other. You're gonna take care of me. I'm gonna take care of you. Really? I think we're gonna have to go through some a little bit of that because it definitely wasn't indoctrinated within us the way that capitalism was, the way that racism and transphobia and ableism and classism and sexism was, you know? So like we're learning how to love each other again, and I fucking love that for us. It's happening over the next week. If you have been feeling hopeless or like there's something wrong, please understand that you are not carrying anything alone. We are carrying it all together, and there are people who give a fuck just like you do, and we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna hold this all together. You are not alone. And yeah, we gonna fall in love with each other as a society. I'm here for it. over the next week, I would say something's gonna happen that is going to bring us closer together. And it's going to be because we supported each other. It's going to be like a win, a win. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah.
Yay! Thank you for the reading,
Yeah.
Kita. I can't wait to see how this unfolds and what that
Yeah.
looks like and how it feels in the body, you know?
Yeah.
Um, we need to level up our love.
Yeah. So this week might be a good week if you're struggling with something to ask your neighbor for help, ask your friend for help. Um, because people are loving this week.
It's
So.
an interesting switch because last week the I want to say I'm not sure if I remember, but I want to say last week you were like offer the help, you know, and this week is like be willing to receive the help.
Oh, don't be scared. Don't be avoidant, you guys. Don't be
Love each
avoiding
other.
attachment. I was thinking earlier too. You love each other. I was thinking earlier too. Uh, I was on a walk where I was like, oh my God, what was I thinking? I'm like, oh, sometimes you're inconvenienced, and sometimes other people are inconvenienced on your behalf, and both of those things are good.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are good. Cool if you're a little inconvenienced or whatever, for the benefit of somebody else. And it's cool if other people are inconvenienced for you. Don't be a little like, you know,
Oh, I need to take
let
that
other people
advice.
help you, babes. Stop trying to carry the world.
I gotta do it. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
vulnerable. But we
Oh,
love you, Pam, and we want you to be okay. We willing to be inconvenienced for
thanks.
your ass. Yeah, hell yeah.
And what you were saying about what can happen in 4 or 5 weeks, it's a little bit more than 4 or 5 weeks. But April 25th is when Uranus moves into Gemini. And like
hmm
4 or 5 weeks will be when the retrograde is over.
hmm
So Mercury retrograde usually takes about a month,
Oh my God.
takes about 4 weeks.
What the fuck? And this one, isn't this
Mm,
uncharacteristically long? Because sometimes it's
I
like
feel
3 weeks.
like it's
But
usually
this one's
like
pretty long.
20, it's like a moon cycle long, right? Like 28 days ish. Um,
Okay.
but
Okay.
Uranus is going to move into Gemini in April. And I feel like the eclipse, I didn't really talk about like the after effects of the eclipse. Maybe that's what I should have talked about along with the
hmm
retrograde. But the eclipse happened, and then everybody was like, astrologers, nothing happened on eclipse day. And it's like, bitch, let it cook, was like the collective response from the astrologers, right? Like, you know, eclipse day isn't necessarily the day that it.
Also, everyone who I talk to,
What happened with the people you were
yeah,
talking to?
everyone who I talked to had a good ass eclipse. I had a good ass eclipse. My homegirls had good ass eclipses. Like it was a cute day. It was a work day, but we like made it fucking work and we ate good food. All of us, coincidentally. Like
Mhm.
even those of us who don't celebrate. So maybe you bitches is just unappreciative of what you got.
Maybe. I think I think that's entirely possible. Cause
But
you know, like astrology is happening whether you're aware of it or not, right? Like, that's something that I like to tell people who are like really worried about Mercury retrograde, like, oh my gosh, like scared in their bodies and their spirits. Like, Mercury retrograde has been happening to you since you were born. Like, it happens 3 times, maybe 4 times. You're gonna be all right, you know?
Yeah, you are.
But yeah, it is annoying. And like,
It'll
I
be
feel
annoying.
like how you and I were talking about how we want astrology to be for this show is that it's a weather report, right? Like, get
Hmm.
an umbrella, right? Put on the parka, right? It's not like, you know, this is gonna
Hmm.
happen, right? Like, there's many ways to interpret what you see on the chart. You can, with skill, you can identify specific things that may
Hmm.
happen if you know the context of what else is going on. But, just like the world at large, it's hard to say exactly what's going to
Hmm.
happen. And like, astrology is not fate, right? We can change our behaviors. That's why I think it's important for people to understand astrology so that they can
Hmm.
prep. But what did happen is the eclipse happened, and the next day, um,
Hmm.
Andrew, the queen's son, got fucking arrested. Like, take him out, take him out.
They put him under
And they
the
got
jail. They put him under the jail. Now, I tell you what, y'all, these other countries ain't like the United States.
in
It ain't like the
Korea
United States out here.
arrested their
They
former
be
prime
arresting
minister.
bitches.
Like, they not playing.
Within the year. Can we take notes? Can we take notes? First of all, the Korean parliament, when his ass tried to declare martial law, busted through the fucking military, hopped the fence into their parliamentary building, and were like, we are going to be
And
in
they're
this bitch.
regular
And
people.
they're
They're not
old.
military.
They're old people.
They're
Leave the fuck
bureaucrats.
around. They,
And they said,
they, they're, they're like a country full of Bernie Sanderses.
right. Right. Just thinking about him sitting in the chair, legs and hands off. But yeah, the astrologers,
Bernie and Elizabeth Warren, they have a
yes.
lot of women in their government.
And like, there's a lot of women everywhere. There should be a lot of women in government. There should be trans people in government. Like, the government should be a reflection of the population of the people. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna have.
Yeah,
It's
we're
happening.
gonna get there.
It's
We gotta
happening
get
right
there. We
now. And in 20 or
we gonna
30
get there.
years, we're all going to look back. Well, it's not even going to be 30 years. It's going to be 20 years because the Pluto transit will be over. Like, 18 years from now, we're going to look back and we're going to be like, we did
Mhm.
that, bitch. We the people, bitch. We did that. We
We
did that.
did. We did it.
Me too. Good
Oh,
for
I'm so
us.
proud of future us. Are you
I am.
are you ready to
Me
wrap things
too.
up? I'm so sleepy.
All right. Thanks for tuning in,
Yeah.
y'all. We'll be back again next week. And have a
Thank
great
you so much. Yes, this has been WTSS. Yeah, you all enjoy your week. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, and now does it upload? Wait.